So who wants to watch a Christmas episode about quarantining from a deadly disease? If so, then here's the episode of Bones, the Man in the Fallout Shelter review and recap starting now. We open with Angela, dressed like an elf, asking Bones to go with her to the Christmas party to keep her from photocopying her butt like she did last year. She tells the team she will probably kiss everybody under the mistletoe, including Bones, in a festive, non-lesbian manner.
Maybe even you, in a festive, non-lesbian manner. But we are going to that party.
So, she sounds fun. Someone who isn't fun is Bones, who won't allow Hodgins to spike the eggnog with a flask of pure alcohol because of the 4th of July fiasco. Agent Booth asks the team to identify the skeletal remains of a man recently discovered in a fallout shelter from the 50s. They believe he committed suicide, but Bones disagrees with their findings and assigns Zach to clean the bones. As Zach begins to cut into the bones, the biological contamination alarm is sounded. Zach accidentally released a deadly fungus, coccidioidomycosis, responsible for valley fever, a disease that can manifest as pneumonia, meningitis, or even cause death. This forces the team to be quarantined in the lab over Christmas. Bones identifies the remains belong to a man named Lionel, who was murdered for his coin collection in the 50s. After doing some research, she learns that Lionel had a girlfriend, Ivy, who was pregnant at the time. With encouragement from her colleagues, Bones makes phone calls, searching for Ivy to give her closure. Everybody's family comes to visit them, separated by glass because of the quarantine. The team discovers that Agent Booth has a little boy, and that Angela has a famous father, Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top. You know, that guy with the long beard. I will reiterate though, Angela just sounds fun.
Exchange meaningless gifts?
Yeah, I know. If you rearrange Secret Santa, though, you get Secret Satan.
What possible meaning could that have?
I've already had an eggnog, if you can't tell.
After celebrating Christmas, exchanging gifts, solving a murder, and drinking eggnog in front of a holographic Christmas tree, the team tests negative and the quarantine is lifted, allowing them to leave the lab. Ivy and her granddaughter come to the lab, never knowing what happened to Lionel, as she thought he had abandoned her. Booth then gives her a copper 1943 penny worth $100,000 that was found in his belongings. Now, his granddaughter can go to college. We learn that Bones is not into Christmas since her parents disappeared before the holiday when she was a little girl. She never opened the Christmas gift her parents got her that year and vowed not to do it until they return. But she decides to open the gift, but the episode ends and we never get to see what's inside. So, final thoughts. The writer included a number of pop culture references, including Star Wars, Dr. Seuss, Aliens, Predator, The Grinch, and the greatest television show ever created, Firefly.
You tell it to stop, it turns. You ask it to take out the garbage, it watches reruns of Firefly.
I was disappointed that we didn't get to see what the present was, and I've never watched this show, but I found it enjoyable, so I'm going to give this episode a B. That's my review of Bones, the Man in the Fallout Shelter. So, what Christmas episode will I review next? Well, Scott asked me to review Frasier. Merry Christmas, Mrs. Moskowitz.
Frasier has left the building.
I'm the Christmas aficionado, and remember, stay off the naughty list.